Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be going through my Trading 212 investing portfolio for this last month of August. I will go through my Trading 212 account as well as the buys and sells I have made for this month. I will talk you through the dividends I've received and I will talk you through my plans for next month. So I'm a 19-year-old apprentice and I focus on dividend growth investing, so let's get into it. Looking at August as a whole, it's been a steady month with decent increase. The S&P 500 has returned about 2% this month, which is not that bad. Across my whole portfolio, everything was steady with about 5% increase for this month, and I'm up about £1,000 the last 3 months. So the August-September time is usually a time where the markets take a healthy pullback. August was a decent increase, so I think September will be a slight decrease, but this is still good for the overall health of the markets because you need this pullback so it can continuously grow. Setting up a trading 212 to see how my portfolio has done over this last month. As you can see at the top, I'm up about £200 and that's about 2.5% rate of return. But at the best point in the month, I was up at just under £400 or about 5% rate of return, which is not bad for a month. Looking how my stocks have performed, every single month when I get paid, I like to buy into my S&P 500 ETF, which is its VUSA Pi. So far, it is valued at just under £1,800, but as I keep investing, as you can see, it's about 5% increase. As I keep investing, I'm looking for this to continue to grow, and this is my backup just in case things go wrong. I would have this to fall back on. Looking at my individual stocks, Nvidia has performed alright. It has been a very bumpy ride, but we are down 5%, and this is because of the August-September dips. So usually around August-September time, the markets tend to take a dip, but this is quite healthy, as if companies kept rising, the drops will be quite sharp, which means a lot more money will be lost. Which is why it's likely Nvidia and a lot of my companies have gone down, which is why it's quite a red day. So Google has done quite well this month, up 6%, reaching all-time highs. Robinhood hasn't really moved. It's got to back up to about 118, which is all-time high as well, but it's dropped back down to $100 per share. I'm still very long-term on this company, so I'm not worried at all. Rolls-Royce has had a decent month, but it's still quite flat, but I'm still happy with this. I'd rather nice continuous growth instead of a volatile company. I'm looking to increase my position in Visa as well as ASMO. Novo Nordisk is up 13, nearly 14% after a big drop, so I'm really happy with this. I'm still waiting on Grab to increase as it's a long-term value growth stock. I'm really waiting to this to hit maybe $10 per share by the end of 2026, which would be nice growth. Looking at Amazon, it's another strong Mag 7 company where I can see good growth, so I'm just looking to hold this very long term. Greggs hasn't really moved much this month, but I can still see this reaching those highs of about £22 where it was at about 3 months ago. So I'm looking to potentially sell out of these high yield stocks like Greenco UK Wind, Vici Properties and Realty Income, and this is because my time horizon is more long term. Being 19 and a student investor, I think I should be focused more towards dividend growth stocks where I can look at capital appreciation of the actual company as well as dividend growth. High yields might be attractive in short term, but long term, I think the better play is growth stocks. I've started a new position in Nebius as well as Hims and Hers and Oscar Health. These are three companies where I can see a very strong future play. And if I, hold stocks like this as well as BBAI and some others, I can see good capital appreciation. So as a whole, it's quite a red day today, but as shown before, it's been a decent month. Not the most growth, just like in other months, but this is best steady growth because over the long term, this is what will make you money as it compounds. So looking at my total investments, I've put in about £8,200 and I'm currently up about £1,000, which is about 12.5%. On a good day, this is about £1,300 maybe and about 15% rate of return. Having only started investing in January of this year, this is good growth. And as I continue to invest, I'm looking to, start hitting these milestones that I have over the next couple of years and decades. I'm looking to hit that 10,000, 20,000, 15, and a big £100,000 portfolio value. But overall, good month and I'm happy with it. So now heading over to my dividend calendar, which tracks all the dividends I have received for this past year. So I started tracking back in March, and as you can see in August is my best month so far, just under £15, that's £14.59. As you can see, so these dividends begin to grow as I invest more and I stay in the market and reinvest my dividends. You can see stocks like Google increasing over time from 46 to 93, Procter & Gamble increasing from 34 to 99, ASMO, As I begin to stay consistent and reinvest the dividends I receive and put them back into the market, they begin to grow and their dividends will grow as well. Looking at all-time dividends I've received for these last 6 months, it is about £36 and 20 pence. As I keep going, hopefully I might be able to reach £50 for this year, and then come this time next year, we might be looking around £200. And as I keep going and keep compounding my dividends and the dividend growth of the individual stocks, I'll have a much bigger portfolio. And finally, my plans for September. For purchases, I'm going to continue to buying into my S&P 500 ETF every single month. And I'm looking to further diversify into the current stocks I own with my eye on increasing my position in Nike and Visa. For sales, I'm happy with my current allocations, but it could do with a slight reshuffle. Being a growth investor, I'm looking to sell out my high yield positions to make way for some good, strong dividend growth stocks. So thank you for watching my monthly review. I hope you've enjoyed. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. If you like this video, just let me know and I can make more like this. Thank you for watching.